chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, joke, chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow joke, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, it's like 10%.
Yo.
This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. This is taken at the 3. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Devin Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. He got 29 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Rivers. Past the 20. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Somebody stop kicking that shit.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Kick it to my guy again.
This one fielded at the 5.
Two-peat him. I won't two-peat him. Look at that shit. Let's go.
And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
This game, I kind of want to get a, Joe Williams involved. More so than Chris Carson in the top 10. Still unsure about which one of us I like with this team. Never know.
The first carry for the Utah man now, it's Joe Williams. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Desmond King making the tackle. Off the corner, where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not.
Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out of fumble, and picked up by the Chargers. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. First down, Rivers. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. He got 29 yards that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former first-rounder, Barkevious Mingo. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Second down, Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Dancing to his left. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
19. Spot that.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake, Rivers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to drop it for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Gotta go, gotta go.
Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Alert, 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 alert. Right, look the team.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. Throwing is Wilson. Leaves it for Petty. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
95, 95. Jump right. Good guys, 4 down. 19.
From the gun, it's Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now Rivers. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
36 power.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Rivers. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Gates with a grab. And now running right through it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Antonio Gates, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Brandon, a lot of times coaches see these situations present themselves on film. But how often do they actually call it? We just saw it here. And what an end result. A huge touchdown off of a terrific call.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Got it. Gotta go. Check. Lucky. Gotta go. Motion.
And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
14.
Play action. It's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Be alert.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 45. The first down throw here for Rivers. And his pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Rivers on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Denzel Perryman. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Returning, it's Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go.
Rivers now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Delta!
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. This complete to Henry over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half. Rivers trying to force it to Allen, and the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tempo, baby, let's go. Let's go to work. Come on.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set it. 380.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the 3rd quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking. And now you're establishing the running game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers now from the 50. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
56, boys, 56. Check, 56. Ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Henry. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there of 22. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Extra point attempt to come here. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Smith, 97 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Again, help me, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. They're going to try and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because he's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
180, 380. 54.
1st down, Rivers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. No problem there on the extra point. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
14, run it. Right, move 15. Get in the weight room. Gotta go. He's mine.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
Let's go, 14.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Rivers to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't happen.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. To throw is Rivers. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair. On third down, it's Carson, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A second down throw for Rivers. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Set, 380. Hurry up.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
White. Set, 390.
Rivers to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Load it. Load it. Cut.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this Chargers offense continues to pour it on. Extra point up and through, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The pressure gets to him again. Joey Bosa in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
19. Hey, over here, over here. Shotgun.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
On the crossing route, complete. That's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Twelve.
On 1st down, Rivers escaping the pressure right. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run forward, Penning. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
19.
And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
14, Friday.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Denzel Perryman in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So they have now gone for it on 4th 4 times, and they have converted no times.
I know we talk about analytics and how it's entered into the game, and there's a good percentage that says go for it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, book the team.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19. Right, easy. Check 51. Check 51.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Gotta go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Rivers here to throw. Swipe, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
3rd and goal for Rivers. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Zebra. Shotgun. Check 50, check 50. Pick me up. Here we go. Gotta go. Watch the edge. Gotta go. Motion, 14.
Now Wilson going to throw again. He's going to let it fly. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Throwing is Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. So that one will be accepted. Throwing here, Rivers. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. A big play there for L.A. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. 43 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. From the gun, Rivers. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll throw again. Rivers. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And if the late touchdown wasn't bad enough, now they're going to go for 2. So sportsmanship nowhere to be found right here. Now a toss going left. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Oakland to take on the Raiders. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.